Alright, welcome to the 6th round of the 3K Legacies, coming to you straight from Sursee.
Sursee, yeah.
Sursee. We got, I think, the dumbest matchup we're going to see today on the featuring table.
I would say the dumbest. It's just a bit uncommon.
It's 2 combo decks without counter magic or a lot of counter magic. I think it's pretty dumb.
Yes.
Alright, so on the right we got Christian Hammer, and he told me once his choice of deck is following one simple rule. It has to lose to Chalice of the Void, and it's gotta be funny and fast. And he's playing Imperial Bomberman, so a kind of slowish, semi all-in tutor combo deck, and he's playing against.
Let's Dredge, piloted from Julian Grüter. Probably most of you know it, a really fast combo deck which can go off turn 1 easily, using Lion's Eye Diamonds and Faithless Lootings and Careful Studies and Breakthroughs, depending on the list, to get creatures in their grave which have Dredge, then replace their draw steps with Dredging, putting the graveyards from their library into the graveyard, and then there are many cards which trigger and produce somehow creatures which will eventually kill the opponent. All this without casting really many spells.
The card Julian is reading is the same card, I don't know. It's Hope of Kirapur.
Yeah, it's Hope of Kirapur. So if it deals damage to your opponent, you may sacrifice it, and until your next turn, your opponent can cast non-creature spells.
Alright, so it's basically like a weak Scented Swarm.
Yeah, basically.
Kind of.
You have to sacrifice
Sort
it,
of.
yeah.
Go Christian, yes.
Go Christian. Go Bomberman.
Who do you think is favored in game 1?
Dredge. It's just a lot quicker, and we just saw there, he cast a Breakthrough.
Yeah.
Drawing 4 cards, replacing it with Dredging, hitting 4 Narcomoebas now.
Yeah.
I mean, he has drawn like, what is that? Like 4 or 5. It's
like
almost
a third of
30
his
cards.
deck.
Yeah. Even half his deck. I think he just drew this turn.
Yes. I think Dredge is favored in almost any matchup in the first game. Maybe like
That
some
for sure.
all-in combo decks are slightly faster.
That for sure.
But if you don't have graveyard interaction, you're probably just going to lose to Dredge. in
Interesting
most
Cabal
cases.
Therapy there. What would you've named? Probably not Basilisk's color.
Nah, you name the Salvagers 100%.
Yeah, true. I would have named that too.
Or maybe Force of Will, I think.
Yes.
And then the second one goes for the Salvagers.
Yes, I agree. First one should probably go to Force, since you don't really know the list, most likely. All right,
Yeah,
and
these 3 bridges, so
2
in danger of dying.
therapies. His opponent's hand is already crap, and he has like 12, 14 power on the board, so...
Don't say crap, that's what the deck looks like.
Yeah, that's true.
It's what it does, man.
I love just moving over your whole graveyard to your opponent's side of the table and saying, you wanna lose? It's a good way to win games, definitely. Right. Christian attacking.
It's actually cool because you can sacrifice it and exile the bridges.
Yes.
If he blocks, he...
So he opts to trade. Really? Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Trades for another 3 tokens then, and then the bridges get exiled, assuming he stacked the triggers right. I see a priced amalgam. Is this wrong? Why is this not on the battlefield?
Well. Maybe forgot.
Okay.
Usually Dredge players don't forget their triggers, but it can happen.
It can definitely happen. Sometimes it's a bit much. It is a bit much.
I don't see any... Matt is looking at the 3 unmask in the sideboard of the Dredge player. I don't think he has a combo kill main deck, right? Am I missing something?
No, he doesn't need it.
No, he just wins with zombie tokens and amalgam.
Maybe we discussed this already during the last 1K Legacy, but I think like in Legacy you don't need really the combo kill with Dredge, just because you rip their hand apart anyways with your Cabal Therapy.
If you play the therapy.
If you play the therapies, yes. Yes, let's get to that as well. But if not, like the only thing I usually see is kind of an Iona for the Storm matchup or the Reanimator matchup, which can just put huge guys into play and do a whole lot of stuff. But that's my opinion. So anyway, what do we have then against this pesky Dredge deck?
All right, we got Meddling Mage, which might come in.
Yes.
Fairy Macabre, which will come in but doesn't do a whole lot, but you can tutor for it, which is kind of nice. Gravedigger's Cage, obviously coming in.
Grindstone in the sideboard.
Yeah, he's playing Painter Servant Grindstone combo in the sideboard.
Just as one-offs. Okay,
Yeah.
he finds
It's
them
Hummer.
with Trinket Mage.
How are you?
It's so great. It's so great.
How are you surprised by any card? All right, so we got Gravedigger's Cage, Fairy Macabre, Tormod's Crypt, and the Containment Priest, which
What
he
about-
can also fetch for.
Yes.
Which is quite above average concerning Graveyard Hate, I would say.
Yeah.
Also because he can tutor for the Containment Priest.
Yeah. The only thing it doesn't turn off is bridge tokens. So, but that neither.
Yeah,
is
but if you
Cage.
resolve the Containment Priest before any of that happens, Bridge will never get triggered because there won't be a creature on the board.
Well, he can start hard casting stuff, but yeah, like generally, like he can cast a Thug and sack
Yeah.
it, and then he gets tokens.
Yeah,
so
but you're still playing against a combo deck. You're
yeah,
probably
yeah,
not
yeah.
probably not going to do that.
You're
unlikely.
very right.
So on the side of the Dredge player, how is he going to board and how is he going to respond to what Hummer is going to bring to the table?
I have not a clue. Probably just by default 2 Nature's Claims and 2 Wear and Tear coming in, because he doesn't really. I suspect he doesn't know what exactly is in the sideboard of Christian. So there could be Lee Lines, there could be like just all the plenty of artifacts which is mentioned.
Hammer also brought in the Is It Static Caster, I just saw. Sorry to interrupt you.
What?
Yeah.
What does he want to kill? Narcomutas? Okay. I
Don't ask me.
It gets rid of them. But interesting, anyways. The unmasks. I don't think you bring the unmasks in this matchup. But I
Probably
see
not.
both lists, so it's easy to judge, I would say. And Iona, I would bring in, but I think I know Christian and I know his deck, so I mean, if you put it on white, I think he's quite. You
Yeah, but I
pretty
think
much win,
if you get to a point where you can afford to cast Red Return,
on Iona, then you win anyways. The game.
I think you
That's
win
the only point,
anyways.
Yeah. It's
because
just a
you
win
also
more
have
card in
Revolver.
that case.
Yeah, exactly. The other cards I'm looking at are Firestorm and Silent Gravestone. Silent Gravestone obviously protects the graveyard from cards like Surgical Extractions and
Do agree.
Deathrite Shaman, Scavenging Ooze, which all of them we're not going to see here. But
No.
Julian doesn't know that.
No, he doesn't.
And the Firestorm are obviously a very good answer to Meddling Mage, Containment Priest.
Yeah, could be. I mean, by
Yeah.
default, I would probably bring in all like 2 Wear and Tear, 2 Nature's Claim, 2 Firestorm, and 2 Gravestone, because you know what? Gravestone works in either way. Because you can I mean, it's super irrealistic, but you can pay 4, sack it, I think, exile all graveyards and draw a card, and you can you can mess up his combo.
Actually, it already messes up the combo because Salvagers is targeted.
Really?
I didn't consider that. It not only it protects his own graveyard from
But it-
Fairy Macabre, it also
that's
shuts down the
huge.
combo. That's
I forgot that
huge.
I thought it was
That's
just
huge.
put target artifact.
I
card
think
from-
Hummer needs to board in Artifact Hate. Like he has a one of Manic Vandal. I think he definitely needs to bring it in.
Right. Is he playing any blasts? No, right?
No. This is huge. He
Oh,
opened the game with the one of Gravedigger's Cage,
Yes.
which is exactly what you want. And we see Imperial Recruiter.
yeah. Oh, they reprinted it, right?
Yes.
Oh no, I'm so sad, but okay.
Yeah, it's sad. But I
I'm so
understand.
sad.
The card was so overpriced, honestly.
Yeah. Still the Japanese ones. But okay.
No.
You agree with the cage on 0? Not with the cage, with the engineered explosives on 0? Probably he wants to protect it from discard. I assume, right?
Yeah. Depends on his hand. I think you can afford to wait. Doesn't matter too much.
That's true. I didn't get what he tutored for, to be honest.
I don't know either. I want to see a silent gravestone on the battlefield so badly.
Yeah, especially with the EE on 0.
Yeah, man.
Wow, there he is, Mr. Salvager. So
yeah.
we are missing a Lion's Eye Diamond.
And a Spellbomb, theoretically.
And a Spellbomb. Or a...
Explosives is fine as well, because you can kill the board many times over.
Yeah. That is for sure. What's the other kill? Tell me. Walking Bullets, there's the other kill, right?
Yeah. Now Julian has to go for it, even though he probably can't too much thanks to Gravedigger's Cage.
Yes.
But he just has to dig for cards for a solution for the cage.
That is very true. He finds a Colosseum, doesn't have any artifact hate currently.
But he's still in this game. If he top decks like a Nature's Claim, he's definitely in a position where he can return his graveyard.
He is completely fine.
We were talking about Christian mostly, but he's in a good position, and the Gravedigger's Cage can be that's beautiful. Can be recurred as soon as he has some white mana.
Yes.
So destroying it doesn't do that much. It just buys you like a turn.
Also the Tormod's Crypt, which he just went searching like his opponent went. Now he found the Nature's Claim, but it seems too late because he can just...
too little, too late.
Wait, he doesn't have white mana, right?
No, he doesn't.
Okay, so he can't buy back
that was
the
my point.
Tormod's Crypt. Okay.
As soon as he has white mana, doesn't do much anymore.
I didn't get that.
Who is doing commentary? I thought you were paying attention. I'm here with the beautiful Matthias Overist.
And besides me is Sir Jonas Walter, a very handsome young man from the Zurich region. Unfortunate, that can happen.
I wish I was young, man. I wish I was young.
And we are doing this for the gameplays, obviously. So it waited in the turn. Starting a bit this commentary thing, and they are streaming since quite some time, Legacy tournaments, I think.
Hei, Eli.
Ja, det afrosmile.
Yeah, Eli.
Eli, can you write something in Swiss German, please?
No, not allowed.
And now, he's just getting in with his value creatures, finding more. What did he find? It's so shiny.
I'm pretty sure it's white. It's ancient then, the white artifact land.
Yes, you're right.
He plays those because he can tutor for them with Trinket Mage to fix his color.
Yeah.
You're so cute, Ellie. I love you. So that is his exile, not his graveyard, right?
What he's doing there? No, I think he end step or upkeep used the Street Wraith to cycle.
Oh, to dredge.
Yes, to draw a card and dredge, and then to draw a step. Now kills the cage and passes the turn, although he didn't find anything, and now...
No, what he really wants to draw is a land, actually. I don't think there's any more dredgers in his graveyard, so there might be a Thok. Second card might be a
but he's just dead because there's Tormod's Crypt.
Yeah.
Every turn, so yeah. He scoops it up.
There we go, first turn Gravedigger's Cage. Apparently good. Who knew? That was a really nice draw by Christian as well.
Yeah, I have to agree.
And the Nature's Claim was like 1 or 2 turns too late. If he had it in his opening hand, that would actually I think it would have still been game.
He would have been quite okay. He would have been quite okay. Like as soon as there start being creatures on the board, you're more fine. And I guess it's easier to refill the grave then and start sacrificing stuff, getting your rich triggers, etc. He brought in the unmasks, as I see. Interesting. I love unmask. It's really I love the card. I mean, basically the black force of will equivalent.
Yeah.
Not played that often, but being very successful in Black Red Reanimator. I personally think, and in Vintage Stretch it's played sometimes, but apart from that, not seeing any use. I think.
Not in Vintage,
Ever?
no. I think it could be fine in Let's Stretch, in Legacy as well. Maybe.
Yeah, I thought a couple of times of it. Definitely. Because especially game one, you do not care a lot. You just want to take the forest and resolve your draw spells to just draw as much as possible and dredge, and then win the game.
Surprisingly, Julian opted to go for the dredge return as well. Am I seeing that correctly, or is that his sideboard?
I'm not quite sure. I think that's his sideboard. I think yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
it's
it's
his
his
sideboard.
Yes.
One Firestar's at least kept in the sideboard, I think. Wow, he boarded that Let's. Do you really board that Let's?
Hard to say. We have to ask a dredge player.
Yeah.
I'm not a dredge player.
To
I
ask
don't think you
Urs.
can. I think you want to be as fast as possible.
Yeah, especially in such a matchup, right?
Yes.
Or maybe he was afraid of some stone
Yes.
silence, maybe, but no, I don't think so.
Yeah, especially considering that Christian is playing a toolbox that comes online on like turn 2 or 3. You want to be able to win as fast as possible before that. So being fast is more important than having the right answer to his solution. You know what I mean?
No, sorry, I was reading the chat.
So Christian has like a few very good cards, but most of them he is going to tutor for with Recruiter or Trinket Mage.
Yes.
So you want to be as fast as possible,
Yes.
rather than being able to defeat their hate,
Yes.
which can be quite risky. So I think taking out lead in this matchup is wrong, yes.
Yes, I agree. Wow, he mulligans it. I think that was rather close. He had like 2 soul lands, Bomberman, Trinket Mage, Engineered Explosives, and the Tomat Crypt. But no collector, so a bit greedy.
Yeah.
Just relying on one Tomat Crypt might not do the job against Stretch.
Yeah, that's true. But it buys you a lot of time. Especially considering this is like a spell-based stretch deck and doesn't rely on Bazaar as in Vintage.
True.
In Vintage, if you have a Tormod Script, it's not enough, not even close.
Not
but
by far, yes. By far.
What are these players' records? I think they are...
They're both 4-1, I checked before. So, yeah, 4-1, this is the 6th round.
4-1 doesn't make sense.
Why
Because...
Why not?
Oh, it's a 6. Oh, yeah.
They're playing for
Never
the
mind.
5-1.
Never mind.
Yeah. Good old Jonas bonus.
Yeah. Math is hard, man.
Math is hard.
Never do math on stream. Wait.
You did learn quite some math in your life, no?
Never do math on stream. I did quite a bit of math, yes. Mathematics, of course.
Mathematics. Yes, they both mulligan.
Yeah.
To 5,
Well-
I think, even.
All he needs is a cage.
All he needs is a cage.
And all Julian needs is like a breakthrough or a lead and the looting.
Yeah,
No,
math. on
math.
stream. With an A, not
Mathematics.
an E.
Geometry. Analysis. Yeah, both are going to 5. Which player is hurt more by mulligan into 5? What do you think?
I'd say Bomberman. Because he needs a bit more stuff to get working. All you need is a land and a discard outlet as stretcher.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, but the mulligans of the dredge player become really shitty. Like
that's
he
that's
he
it's very true.
2 unmask, no mana, no discard.
Yeah, it's not a keepable hand. I
No,
think.
it's not a keepable hand, and it's not going to get better from here.
I mean, the only thing you can do is kind of like unmask yourself, and then you play
Yeah.
without lands. That's not what you
And he
want to do.
actually kept. I think he's opting for the
Wow.
play, but he's immediately dead to like a Tormod script
Yes. Yes.
or any hate at all.
Yeah, I mean, the question is it really going to be better going to 4? But I think yes. Especially unmasking here. What? Yeah. I mean, I think you have to try, I guess. I think you have to try.
I think he kept the card on top, right? Yeah. Yeah, he has to go.
Discards himself.
I think he would
Wow.
have. I would have cast the first unmask on the opponent and
Yes.
just.
See what he has,
Yeah.
and then give yourself a couple of draw steps. Because if he doesn't find a retro now, but he finds a lot of things,
But there
not
is
what he
no
wants.
dredger, so he has to cast the second unmask on himself again. Wow, that hurts. That hurts so bad. Yeah, but
I
I
would
mean,
have taken a couple of draw steps there, I think.
that's what Postboard Dredge can be.
Yeah, I agree.
You have to be
totally true.
greedy, and it's risky.
Totally true. And he's playing 4 Trinket Mages, so he'll
Yeah.
always find it.
Bye-bye Crypt.
And that's it. That's
Yeah,
probably game.
Yeah. And Julian knows it, judging
Yeah.
by his body language.
Yeah. He doesn't seem too amused. Was? Nee, gar nicht böses gesagt. Anyway.
I just told him in the comments I was laughing at you guys.
Nah, we're not laughing at you. We're crying with you, Julian. Yeah, that sucks. And I think Christian is going to combo out soon as well. Is that static cost?
Finally coming
Why?
down. The Kudal is a static cost. I mean, it kills Icarus. As if they wouldn't die anyways end of turn, but kills Icarus.
Gain 3 life is gain 3 life. And there's the infinite Tormod script.
That's pretty strong against Stretch.
Christian has to discard his hand though.
Yeah, I don't think there's any out, and there's the Ballista for the kill with
Well
infinite
played.
mana.
Well played.
Beautiful.
I want to get
beautiful.
Christian to talk about his on stream.
Just give us a second, we'll be right back.
Guys, stay tuned. We're going to have Christian Hammer in the commentator booth in a second.
Yes, here at the 3K Legacy Tournament in Sursee, hosted in the Lock and Load LAN party actually. And there's this one section where there's a lot of Magic players sitting around the tables and playing cards. Beautiful. I don't think there was any Mox Diamond, by the way. There was only Mox Opal, which doesn't need to
two
describe.
Mox Opal.
Not sure if I meant the right thing, but I think that was it.
Ja.
Is überhaupt jemand am Zuschauen?
Ja.
Es wäre komisch, wenn nicht, oder? Oh!
The guy moaning beside me is the winner of the last match. He's Christian Hammer, and he's playing a quite unorthodox Bomberman list. Christian, tell us about this match and tell us about your deck.
The deck came together. I played it a long time ago, when still in the day when top was legal. What happened? Okay, no. I played back when the top was legal, and with the reprint of Imperial Recruiter, I was like, yeah, man, give it a shot. And today I was more lucky than good, I guess. I won against Omnitel because of my War Priest of Thune in the sideboard. When he show and told his Omniscience on the board, I killed it. And in game 3, when he show and told, I put my Oblivion Ring into play and won. Then I played against Sneak and Show, which he really hardly misplayed. Against Bug Control, I mean, if you see the deck list, if I play a fair grindy deck, I will win. Normal fair decks cannot beat like 8 tutors into Walking Ballista. You have 8 ways in the deck, like the Trinket Mages and the Recruits that get you Walking Ballista, and Walking Ballista is just a house. And I beat Storm because, yeah, I have so much. Julian, my opponent, said it right. I have so much sideboard hate. After the board, I have all my tutors, all my creatures get some hate card, which is really great.
Yeah. But there's not a lot of interaction like main deck. You just go for the combo and have some toolbox.
I won.
Some removal.
I won against fair decks. You could just red spell bomb all their creatures. Against Storm, when you play, or against unfair spell casting combo decks. If you have Hope of Girapur and Oriok Salvager, because the Hope of Girapur says they cannot cast non-creature spells until your next turn.
Yes.
So you can attack them, sacrifice, get it back with the Salvager and play it again and lock them completely out of the game.
Yes.
Which wins.
Which wins? That's true.
Which just mediocre beats were like the dream was real.
And tell us about your sideboard plan against Stretch. What you do board in.
My sideboard plan against Stretch was just take everything in that has like graveyard on it on the text.
Yeah.
I got in Tormund Script because I can search it. I got Containment Priest because it's really good. I
Cage
brought
as
in
well.
The Cage as well. The Ferry Macabre because the Ferry Macabre is searchable with the Imperial Recruiters.
Yes.
And I brought in the Manic Vandal in the case of him playing Silent Gravestone to stop me from comboing him.
Yes, we talked about that as well. And what about the Izzet Static Caster?
I brought in the Static Caster just to stop his Icarids more or less from attacking me and to kill the Narcomoebas.
That's so cool. I would never do that.
Julian also said he would never do that.
Yeah, it's such a trashy list. It's such a weird play. I mean, it's great.
The deck is, I love it. It's so much fun to play. And when you play against someone, I played against the Buck mid-range guy, and I was like, what was it? The Fetchland Flooded Strand into Cavern of Souls, naming human, and he was like, maybe that text. Then I got Trinket Mage into Piffing Needle. I was against Secret Show, and he was completely gone. And it was
that's
great.
so great. Did you have a win with the Painter Servant Grindstone combo today yet?
I was pretty close. The Buck player. I would have been 6-0 right now. The Buck player hit his one of abrupt diabolic edict against it. But I had it. The point with the point, I tested the painter servant, one servant and one grindstone in the sideboard.
Yeah.
I tested it and I put it into the sideboard because you can search for it. But then at some point I had some flex slots in the main board and I added Sahili Ray.
Yeah.
And Sahili Ray ultimate -7 is search 3 different artifacts and it searches painter, grindstone, LED.
Oh man, this is great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I loved it. The deck is fucking great.
That's so cool. Good luck in the tournament.
Thank you.